yo, yo. What's going on, guys? How are we this evening? Doesn't seem like many of you are quite happy with what's going on, but we'll have a conversation about that. Firstly, we need to address who's in the room. What's going on, people? What is going on? Who we got in the room? Let's have a look. Who came in the room? Silly the bunny. Yo. Bro, where have you been? Where have you been? What's going on, man? How you been, brother? I hope all is well with you, man. It's been a while, man. Been a while. I hope you're all good, bro. Paul Crypto, what's happening? Stephen James, Sack Trades. Christopher Morgan. Daddy Bitcoin died. Nah, Bitcoin didn't die, man. No chance. I know, silly man. I know. Crazy, isn't it, bro? We've been streaming ever since, man. Look at the mad love that's been going off in these streams, man. It's unbelievable. Through all the chaos, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we're still here. You know? Sylvia, how you doing? Zad. ZDC. What's going on? Adam, how you doing, my friend? Bitcoin Spartan, what's good, bro? Matt and Bum, how are we? Joseph, just another day in crypto. Of course it's just another day in crypto. Espresso, no credits. There's a lot of love in the room tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to try my best, okay? I am going to try my best to discuss and help you guys understand what has been happening, okay? Now you've got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a chaotic day. So I'm just waiting for a few people to come in. Sophia, how you doing? What's going on? Do I have to give you a hey? I ain't doing it, man. I know. Ladies and gentlemen, this would be deemed as a valid drop. I would say that this is a crash. Okay? Crash reset. The last third of the Asian session gave me the signal for shorts. Happy days. Pancho, you done your homework, bro. You done your homework. Well done, my friend. Mad love to you there, bro. Well done for doing that. There's a method to the madness, ladies and gentlemen. You know? Method to the madness. All right, then. So, without further ado, to anybody that is new to the stream and to all my pattern watchers, welcome to the Traders Reality channel. Let's have a conversation, guys. Let's roll out with what's been going on with cryptocurrency. Now, the crazy thing is, and it's going to be a bit rich for me to say this, but this was pending, man. I mean, come on. We've been moving non-stop to the upside, and this is XRP. I ain't even going to bring you Bitcoin, bruv. And then Bitcoin has got some crazy zones and lines all over the place. And if you came to today's stream, we were talking about these zones that Bitcoin could take. Now, that was before we made the assumption, of course, that this zone right here was going to form a W formation, that they would have held this zone as support. But what did we say? New York, the US came with vengeance. Just because they had that one day off in the week, that Labor Day, they completely threw us off guard, man. Unbelievable drop in price. Okay? Now, this is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. Okay? We need to understand what has happened. Now, this could be something to do with fundamental analysis. I had a good friend of mine talking to me. We were just exchanging messages, and we have been for a little while, talking about this formation, or what we would understand to be the level that Bitcoin was at. So let me bring it back to the daily once again. We have been expecting a level 3 rise. Okay? Now, when we expect a level 3 rise, we naturally assume that as this being a rise level 1 drop, rise level 2 drop, okay? Rise level 3, we would project that price would likely mimic the similar cyclical move to the upside and take out these previous zones of liquidity. Nah, not Bitcoin. Okay? You have to understand, Bitcoin has been rising non-stop, and we actually haven't come back to test absolutely anything. No 5, no 13, no 50, no 200 EMA. It's just been going up non-stop. Okay? And a lot of people were getting brave. Okay? Now, this is something that my friend shared to me earlier on. We were having a conversation about it. But let me just introduce to you how the market maker does a great job of manipulating people. Check this out. You've probably seen this. Breaking. At the same time, El Salvador's Bitcoin bill will become law at 3 p.m. A huge Brazilian Reddit community with more than 3 million members will buy $30 in Bitcoin, each remembering that September the 7th is Brazil's Independence Day. More and more users are joining. Okay, so 893 retweets, 135 quote tweets, and 3,997 likes. Okay? This is what people are referring to. This is where people are going. Okay? Doesn't stop there. Have a look at this. El Salvador has just brought its first 200 coins. Our brokers will be buying a lot more as the deadline approaches. Funny that, isn't it? You know? When you look at the grand scheme of things. Get everybody hyped up. What does the market maker do? He goes short at the highest possible point, traps the liquidity at the highs, shift out of the zone. $2.4 billion worth of liquidations in cryptocurrency. That is an astronomical figure. Not to mention the commissions. That's just people's liquidation points. And we understand something. What do we know? We know that in order for the market maker to realize a return on all of his investments, which you can see bright as day, vector candle, vectors, 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 okay? And this is just on the 1 hour. Drop onto the 4 hour time frame. You can see the vectors and some vectors in this zone as well. And the vector up here. They need to make some money. They're not just going to keep Bitcoin moving to the upside. Now, what we do need to understand is this. The fact that they spiked price all the way down to the lows, okay, where it finished is absolutely critical. Look. What did I say to you earlier on today in the stream? I said to you, if Bitcoin is to come down, all right, the level 3 rise would be invalidated. And as long as it stays within the level 2 zone, things will be fine. So we have effectively had a reset of the cyclical rise to the upside of level 3. But they've kept price back into the accumulation zone of the level 2. Level 2 seems to be the zone that they want to accumulate from. Why? Because it's at the 50k zone that they're going to be able to break through again with the most notable interest. What do market makers do? Okay? They build their longs below key notable areas and they build their shorts above key notable areas so they can get the best possible fill to the downside. Look at this. Wonderful break of the 50,500, 50,000 and completely breaking through every single zone. They've been building this for a long time. But now look at where we are. We're sat at the 200 EMA. Now, come on. If we have just experienced a crash in the market, why on earth is Bitcoin back at the 200 EMA? Like as if it's not done anything. By principle, last week, we were excited when we were in this zone. So why are we all concerned now? This is what we need to put into perspective. Remember, the market maker knows where he wants to send price. The fact that he's brought it back into this zone is absolutely critical. So important that they brought it back into this zone. So important. Now, what it does next is what is another important thing. Will they continue lower? Because by principle, if they've liquidated that many orders in the marketplace, well, who's going to be coming in to start buying again? Let's give them a reason to start buying. Let's make them believe that this is now the area of support. Okay? Price should naturally drift up slowly to the upside. And it will climb slowly. There won't be no sharp retrace back up. Nah, that will throw off people. People are too scared. People have lost a lot of money right now. No one is interested in buying anything right now. Okay? But what we need to understand and keep aware at all times, ladies and gentlemen, is moments like this can happen. Welcome to the realm of uncertainty. Welcome to the game of speculation. Now, what's more important is how could we understand that this was going to happen? So from a technical perspective, what could we discuss? Now, I hate doing this because I'm talking in hindsight. But we have to understand market makers develop. They build these positions. They prepare price. They can't just simply drop at a moment's notice like today. This has been a development because they had the liquidity there ready for them. The reason why they dropped so aggressively is because people were holding onto their trades and they could see all the liquidity down here that people were holding onto, widening their margins, making sure that they've got liquidation points of like 41 or 39, okay? Or even 44, 43, whatever it is, because looking at it up, all the way up here at 52 and a half, okay, or 52, well, nearly 53,000, okay? They're looking at 43,000 thinking, nah, there's no chance it's going to get down there. Someone got liquidated in this zone. At the same time, someone went long. The question is who? Is this where the market maker went long? Is this where the market maker decided to bring all the shorts in, start to create the fear? Everyone's getting scared. Coinbase not able to operate. People aren't able to withdraw their Bitcoin, cancel any orders that they've got. Everyone just seeing their portfolios drop. What we need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is this move has been a very manipulative move and they led people astray. Okay? They led so many people astray today, ladies and gentlemen. And the fact is, it's no surprise. That's the worst thing about it, man. It was no surprise. We understood that we were in a cyclical move to the upside. How long those cyclical moves are is the challenge. The levels are the hardest thing in this strategy. Establishing level 1 and level 3 are the two difficult zones in the strategy to establish. All right? Because they can just throw you off. Look at what happened today. Let's dive into the actual candlesticks to work out what was going on. So, price is rising. What do we see? In hindsight, I guess this is the only way we can actually learn. Okay? I hate talking in hindsight, but this is the truth. Based on the concepts of the hybrid system, what do you see at the highs? You see a mini head and shoulders, or what we would understand to be a mini M formation. Okay? You also see 3 pushes to the high, which is the classification of a first leg of a W of an M formation. Likewise, when you see 3 pushes to the low, it's the start of a W formation. But look, we've been rising non-stop. We needed to see a reset, and that's exactly what we got. What did the actual moving averages do? So the 5 and the 13 EMA on the 15-minute time frame crossed over the 50 EMA. All right? Even if you had gone short at this point right here when the 50 EMA crossed over the 200 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, that would have been the point that the 13 EMA crossed over the hourly. You still would have been able, even if you got here as a short, you still would have realized a despicable short to the downside, and that would have been a healthy drop to the downside. Okay? When you start seeing price moving so aggressively, always look left to see where are the zones that they would likely send price to so that they can absorb the liquidity from the retail trader who is committed to a trade and won't pay himself. Am I with you guys? Are you guys on the same page with me? Charles, does it make it harder for another dump now because the liquidity is now gone? In other words, to push price back down below 43 now must be much harder for a second time without that liquidity. No, there will always be liquidity. Okay? There will always be liquidity, ladies and gentlemen. Even if the market maker has to induce traders to believe that price is coming back up for them to mark it down and drop it, all right? They will do just that. Because not everyone was long. There are people that have gone short. Okay? Some people may have gone short in this. It was the weak traders that stayed in which facilitated this move to the downside. The weak traders. That does include the retail funds, the hedge funds. All right? The institutional traders, insurance pools, you name it. dumb money got its business served today. Smart money came out winning, as always. You know? Unbelievable. Today has been a lesson. And I hope today has helped you guys understand anything can happen in the game of crypto. And the sooner you accept that, moves like this are either going to do one of two things for you. You're either going to profit for the move or you're going to miss out on it. Anything else is noise. You can't be sitting there saying to yourself, oh man, how has this happened? I can't believe it. I can't believe. Why didn't I close my trade? Why didn't I close my trade? The signs were there. All right. If you were in a long and you were watching price, okay, you would have saw 3 hits to the high. You would have sensed the market maker starting to step in. How can they move price higher and not really gain much ground? Why did it feel like as if the 52,000 and 53,000 zone wasn't really a zone that, you know, it just didn't show conviction? And on top of that, we are down a liquidity pool from Monday because the market on Monday, the Labor Day, US was closed. And I said it today, the US today may surprise us. It may be a dump or a setup. Well, they did both. They sure set us up to the upside, and then they sure dumped it. So what can we learn from this, ladies and gentlemen? All we can do is go back in the chart and study this sort of behavior, because they'll do it again. They may not do it for a little while, but they'll do it again. Now, a lot of people are talking about what happened previously with Bitcoin's last drop, okay? And then what happened from that, Bitcoin then started to climb higher. You know what? Maybe, all right? But guys, by the principle of the vector candles, they have absorbed a lot of liquidity right now. The market maker does need to realize a little bit of profit in his pocket, okay? He does need to see a little bit of profit. And this is what he's trying to do right now. He's now going to try and make it so that retail traders can build the confidence to step back in again. All right. He's going to give them a few days or so to gather some more funds so they can start coming in. Okay. What if this drop to the downside was just the market maker's attempt at making people step in again and buy Bitcoin cheaper? Funnily enough, it's funny how we are now back into that boring zone again of that 46, 40,000, 47,000 area that we were in not so long ago, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah? Not so long ago we were in this zone. Just look at it. Look at how they spiked lower, took out the previous pool right there, and then look, we are back into that zone. Okay? In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, I would wait for a clear demonstration by the market makers that they are going to try and recover this zone. Okay, looking on the hour time frame itself, all right, it's still pointing downwards. We are testing the 200 EMA on, sorry, the 800 EMA on the 1 hour, which is the 200 EMA on the 4 hour time frame. We need to let them stabilize. Trying to grab shorts right now, okay, you might see a little bit of success. They'll probably come back down here a little bit, but you're not in the game of gambling. Don't second guess. Improve the chances of the trade working in your favor. All right. Let's look at what else has been seeing the success of a drop. Here we go. Ethereum. Now, the thing is with Ethereum, look, came back and recovered all that pool of liquidity, man. Unbelievable. Yeah. Frightening to say the least at how fast they drop price. Look at that. They come straight back into the zone. Now, if you remember, a couple of days ago, or it was yesterday, I think it was. No, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night. We were talking about Ethereum starting a level 2 rise. Okay, and we were waiting for a retrace, continuation back up. So we had the W formation rise up level 1, rise up level 2. Okay, we're waiting for the consolidation to make another move to the upside, level 3. Okay, that didn't happen, but they brought it back into the zone. This is a cyclical reset. Okay, it's what it does from this point on now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to determine where we are likely to see Ethereum to go as well. XRP. Funny that is. Let me get rid of these lines. Look at this. Zoom into XRP. Sat at the 50 EMA. No problem. No problem whatsoever. All right. A new daily candle is going to start soon. Be aware of this vector candle, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Came straight down to that last pool of liquidity right there and came straight back up. This push up to the upside was probably going to finalize any positions that they had down here. And they've realized the return up here and then they tanked price. Frightening, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, here we go. Check this out. Sol has been the only coin that has done very well to hold it down. All right? Look at that, man. Through all of this chaos, looks like a standard little pullback right there. Look, they didn't even cut. Look at that. They stayed at 130, man. Look at the strength of Sol. Look at that. From the last consolidation zone, they pinned it and they moved straight back up. Frightening. Look at that. Right there. Look left and you'll see it. See the W formation rise up, retrace, rise up, level reset. Now we're going to see where we stand. All right. Guys. What a mad day. What a mad day. Absolutely crazy. You know? Thank you very much, man. Nice one, brother. Thank you, Tactical. Get cooked on. Okay, Tina, if you take a fractal from December, May, the candles more or less match up. If something continues to follow the previous bull run, then 51 should be the next high before dropping to 37. Again, my concern isn't what price Bitcoin's going to end up. All right? All I'm concerned about is what it's going to do at certain prices. So whether it's the 46, the 48, the 50, the 51, 52, ultimately the pattern is going to be exactly the same. 3 concepts to the hybrid system, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you again. Timing, repeatable patterns, and notable candlesticks. All 3 were witnessed today. All right? Now, that's not to say other conventional practices of trading, you know, fractals and what happened beforehand is going to reflect on what's going to happen next. See, my issue is things that happened back in 2017, okay? Well, cryptocurrency then wasn't cryptocurrency as it is now, all right? There's a lot more money now than there was then, okay? People were just dabbling in the idea of cryptocurrency. And it was only a few people that were involved in cryptocurrency that pretty much have seen the benefit of cryptocurrency now, even when this sort of behavior has happened. You know, there are guys that have sat on Bitcoin back when it was like £4,500. Yep. Sorry, $4,000. What, you think 46 is going to be a problem for them? Nah, man. Not at all. But it's affecting the people who are new to cryptocurrency. That's the problem. And when I say the people that are new to cryptocurrency, the ones who have been getting in when Bitcoin was rising from this W formation. Go and look on your social media, guys. Go look at all the news that has been released about cryptocurrency back from the 30th of August. It's only a week ago. All right? And just have a look at what's been going on. What a great time to endorse the idea of cryptocurrency. At the same time, drop. So, you know, there are so many factors behind why this drop in price, how unprecedented it is. But one thing that we do need to understand is regulation. There is none. Is this the final drop or drop in price that they can get away with before they actually regulate this whole game? Because you won't see this again. Unless there is an absolute chaotic crash which no regulation could control. This is something that just happened on a Tuesday morning, man. Tuesday morning in New York. You know? That's the basis of it. This is true. You know what? This move today, as much as it looks like a crash, it did drop down quite aggressively. Now, as I said to you, the true crashes that I've witnessed were in Forex. All right? From 52,000 down to 46,000. It's, well, not all the way down to 46, all the way down to 41,000, nearly 42. All right? A 10K drop in price is a big move, okay? But a true crash, there would be no retrace back up. Guaranteed. There will be no retrace. It will just continuously drop and drop and drop, and it wouldn't even stop. Okay? But ultimately, guys, whether it's a crash, whether it's a reset, whether it's manipulation or not, that should not affect your decision making. If you follow the hybrid system, okay, you will understand what comes down, goes up, what goes up, comes down. Why? Because the mechanics of the business model are not designed, okay, to just favor one type of person. All right? In order for price to rise, the market maker needs to make retail traders believe something. He gets them to believe it. He sets up positions the opposite direction. Why? Because when price is rising, the buyers are not in control. It's the sellers. Likewise, when price is dropping, okay, the market maker is buying. Okay, he is buying in this area, and the way he is buying is by releasing the liquidity from the retail trader who didn't close his longs, and he added to his margin and his liquidation so that he could sit through various drawdowns. Well, this move to the downside, ladies and gentlemen, was a liquidity provider's attempt at taking advantage of the fear and the greed of the retail trader. You've seen it bright as day in front of you, and it didn't take long. All right. So, what to expect next? That's the key question. What can we expect from Bitcoin? Well, here's a little bit of fractional disparity for you. Okay. And for those who aren't aware, okay, and you are new to the channel, housekeeping, be sure to like and subscribe. Understand this. We're trading Bitcoin against the dollar. Now, if Bitcoin, when it got listed on the CME, as another asset that could be used to hedge portfolios against risk. And then Ethereum was exactly the same when she got listed back in, I think it was, yeah, in February. When was it? I don't even remember when Ethereum got listed. I think it was April time maybe. All right. If Bitcoin and Ethereum getting listed on the CME as hedgeable assets, and Bitcoin is traded against the US dollar, what has the dollar been doing? So let me take you over to dollar yen. This is dollar yen. All right. Now, this is really important that you understand this, because the relationship between dollar yen and gold, okay, is quite evitable. Evitable? Inevitable. I don't even know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say to you guys is when investors are scared, they put their money in gold. All right. When investors put risk on, they put their money in dollar. Now, look at dollars move to the upside. And then look at Bitcoins. Yeah? So if Bitcoin is an asset that you can hedge exposure with, what's happened? There's a money shift. They've pulled all their money out of gold. Look at where gold is trading at. Completely come and taken the previous pool of liquidity. Look at that. They've absorbed the previous liquidity. They built this position. It's like they knew this was going to happen. You don't think that the market makers provide, as liquidity providers, aren't aware what's going on? Forex itself is a $6.5 trillion daily turnover marketplace. It's the most liquid market in the world. You've got cryptocurrency just shy of 2 trillion, and everyone's like, yeah, baby, this market is huge. All right? They started to work this behavior. My understanding is they were preparing for this move, okay, a long time ago. Now, how could we know that? Well, we couldn't. Welcome to the game of uncertainty. Welcome to the game of speculation, ladies and gentlemen. And if you can't accept that in your mind, trading is not for you. If you come to trading with the idea that you need to know what's going to happen next, and the operative word being need, you ain't going to last 5 minutes, bruv. And I promise you, this game is treacherous. You have to embrace every single moment in the market as completely unique. And those are the words of Mark Douglas. If you're interested in his book, go on Amazon and search for Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. That is my almanac. That is the Bible. That helped me understand the importance of accepting probabilities. If you have no idea what's going to happen next, why would you be in fear of a result that you have no control over? If you can't control the outcome of something, why do you associate fear with it? Why would you associate greed with it? Why would you come to a chart and say, you know what, I hope this trade makes me a lot of money. I really need this money. Yeah? Or at the same time, you come to the chart and say, I'm going to make an absolute killing off this trade. I'm going to rip it apart. Well, how do you know what's going to happen? You're as good as your last trade. Okay? What happened in your last trade is irrelevant. It's about now. And the sooner you come to that understanding in your minds, you'll be able to then trade not without emotions, but you will be aware of their development, and you're going to be able to cut your losses. Okay? You can only control your risk. That is true. All right? Now, moving on from that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Be sure to like and subscribe. More importantly, make your way over to the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, because that is where the pattern watchers sit. But what can we expect next? Just before I let you guys go. What can we expect next? Well, we're going into Asia in the next couple of hours' time. All right? So be mindful. We may just get this sort of behavior. Range-like behavior. Okay? We might even get a little bit of a stab to the downside. But if they have used the US session to set up Asia, we may see a little bit of a retrace. Or they may just simply slowly bring price back to the upside. They need to bring it back into the fray. All right? This is what I want for you guys, man. Understanding how the business works is going to put you way ahead against everybody else. All right? This has been a psychological movement. Okay? They have been building this move up. We understand that when we see these green vector candles, we know something is building. We know we're in a high level cycle. We are expecting a retrace to the downside. We had the levels drawn out. But man, look, it even came down to this zone right here. And I said it today in the stream. When you're coming up to the charts, always pull up the levels, whether you're looking left or right. Always highlight the key zones in the chart, because if price starts to make the move towards those zones, you're not going to be surprised if they take them. All right? Mad love and respect to all of you guys. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for passing through. Be sure to like and subscribe. My name is Tino. Thank you so much for having this conversation with me, guys. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. again. Patreons, I'll be rolling out a video to you for tomorrow's masterclass. Mad love and respect to all of you, and I hope you guys didn't experience any madness today, and you didn't get wrecked or anything like that. Okay? Just remember, the guarantee of trading is this: there will always be another trade. All right? Mad love and respect to you people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.